Yo. It's your boy Lil, and I'm here to recap a great episode, Mike and Lil Keeping It Real, episode 38, which just took place a few hours ago. Now, I noticed there was some things wrong with the audio. I got a couple feedback that you couldn't hear Mike, my co-host, on the other hand. I just don't know what's the issue. I'm trying to fix that right now. So in a way, I'm also doing a little test run, but at the same time, I want to recap a great episode that took place. I mean, we talked about everything. We recapped week 3 of the NFL football season. We talked a lot of basketball, including Jimmy Butler trade talks, and we brought up a lot of interesting things. We said that we both agreed that Kawhi going to, I mean not Kawhi, Jimmy Butler going to the Raptors will be a good look if the Raptors was somehow able to pull off this trade, because I mean that would be a legit team that could possibly knock off Boston. You talking about Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, and Kawhi with the depth of that bench that they have. I mean, that team was the best team in the East, all right, last season. You subtract DeMar, you bring in Kawhi and a possible Jimmy Butler. Come on now. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to beat the Celtics. I still think the Celtics have a legit shot of going to the finals, but they damn sure couldn't compete with the Celtics with that team. We also touched based on, what else we touched based on? A lot of things. We talked about football, obviously. We talked about how we believe that Fitzpatrick should be the main guy starting on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come next week when they play against the Chicago Bears. I said on the show a few hours ago, I said, listen, Jameis Winston haven't played a game of football in a minute now, all right? He hasn't played a game of football in a minute, and you can't just throw him over there in the fire against Khalil Mack and them Bears, all right? Those are not the same Bears that we're accustomed to seeing. They're way deeper now. Their defense is crazy. So I think that, the Buccaneers should be able to keep in Fitzpatrick, because even though he struggled in the second half of that game last night, he damn sure came through in the second half. He struggled the first half. He came through in the second half. So we definitely touched base on a lot of topics. We even gave our top 10 basketball players for the upcoming 2018 season in the NBA. We got y'all. We know we got y'all covered, man. This is Mike and Lil Keeping It Real Aftermath, man. We did a lot on that show. We always enjoy giving our top 10. We gave our top 10 in a lot of stuff over the course of our 2 or 3 seasons. We gave top 10 in albums of 1998. We gave top 10 players of the last decade. We gave top 10 hip hop songs of all time and other stuff. And now we gave our top 10 players for the NBA season. And Mike's list, he had number 10, he had Kyrie. He had Embiid at number 9. He had Kawhi at number 8. He had Westbrook at number 7. I didn't put Westbrook in my top 10, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. He had Giannis in his top 6. He had KD in his top 5. He had James Harden at number 4. He had Stephen Curry at number 3. Anthony Davis at number 2, and LeBron at number 1. Those are my personal top 10 players for this upcoming season. In my list, I had, like he had, number 10, Kyrie Irving, being on that Boston Celtics squad. They're going to win a lot. Obviously, he has talent around him, but he's going to be the vocal leader of that team with the experience that he has. Number 9, I said Damian Lillard, and I was very high on him on the podcast. I think that he's progressing and he's coming into his own. He's getting more recognition now. He played in his first All-Star game. And number 8, I got Embiid. I think Embiid is the best player on the 76ers. A lot of y'all may argue, may say, oh, wow, you forgetting about Ben Simmons. No, I'm not forgetting about him. I know exactly who Ben Simmons is. But I think that Embiid is better than Ben Simmons if he's, if he could stay healthy, because he's an injury-prone guy. So if he could stay healthy, and one thing that he got that Ben Simmons don't have is a jump shot. I'll take that any day. At number 7, I got Giannis and Antetokounmpo. Got him at number 7. I believe with the right coach, he can very well be the leader in the East, be the king of the East if he wants to be. but he needs, the Bucks hadn't had a good coach, so I guess that didn't bring the best out of Giannis. I believe, expect great things from Giannis coming up, especially in this season. Number five, no, number six, got James Harden. I mean, what can I say? James Harden, one of the best ISO players, if not the best ISO player in the NBA. You don't want to dance with this guy. This guy will leave you shaking out your boots and leave you on the floor. I said it on Mike and Leo a couple hours ago. Number five, I got Kawhi. You see, I hopefully he can, you know, play to his level or to his standard after that injury. I believe he will. That's why I got him in my top five. Being on the Raptors, being the leader of that team, of a good team. I got him number five. Number four, I got Steph, the best shooter in the world. I don't gotta say too much about him. Definitely the best shooter I ever seen. Number three, I got KD. It could have flip flopped with Steph or KD. I got them right above and under each other, but it could flip flop. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't mind you putting Steph over KD for the 2018 season, but I think KD at number three for me. Number two, I got AD. AD, Anthony Davis. I believe that he's definitely going to be on a team that, is going to take a little step back in the Pelicans because they lost DeMarcus Cousins and they lost Rajon Rondo, who played very pivotal in that playoffs. The IQ of Rajon Rondo, they're going to miss. So AD is clearly going to be the best player on that team, and he's clearly going to have some numbers on him for next season. That's why he's ranked number two. And number one, no other than LeBron James. I got him ranked number one. I believe that he's going to be on a young Lakers squad. He's obviously the veteran in the room. There are a couple other veterans. He's the guy that's going to ball. He's the guy that's going to score triple double after triple double, and that should be your league MVP favorite. To be honest with you, if you watch basketball, him being on LA. So those are my top 10. Kyrie, Damian Lillard, Embiid, Giannis, number 7, 6, Harden, 5, Kawhi, 4, Steph, 3, KD, 2, AD, and number 1, LeBron. So me and Mike, we pretty much had a similar list. We both had LeBron number 1. We both had AD number 2. Where me and him differed the most was with Westbrook. And the reason why I didn't put Westbrook in my top 10 was because, he had a little minor surgery. Obviously, it's minor. He's going to be back and healthy, but I feel like that might slow him down a little bit. Russell Westbrook is a guy that attacks the basket, like the basket stole his girlfriend or something like that. So I believe that probably might slow him down in the beginning of the season. Obviously, he's going to get his triple doubles. But I like my list. I like the guys that are ahead of him. I would think Paul George is going to have a bigger role on that team, take some of the shine away from him. And, I like my top 10. So if you put Russ in your top 10, I'm not mad at you. I'm not going to argue with that. I have him number 11. If I was to do a top 15, he'd be number 11. But, I like my top 10. We also we had a lot of real and not real takes for this episode. Normally we have around 7. We went above and had around 8. Could have had 10 if we wanted to, but for time purposes, we just cut it down to 8. We talked about a lot in our real and not real takes, even beyond saying that rich crab stuff. Mike said a lot of stuff on that, man. I hope Mike make it home tonight, and I hope I'll be able to broadcast with him because he said a lot about that. I'm not touching that topic. I don't want nobody flying through my house. But we talked about a lot of stuff. So definitely, if you haven't seen episode 38 of Mike and Lil Keeping It Real, go check that out. Definitely. It was a good episode. It had all the personality in the world. And we going we know what we do. We keep it real. We always keep it real. So this Friday, obviously, I said if you watch the show, I said that this Friday's episode is canceled. I might do a little live stream. Who knows? I probably might. But I won't be doing it from the radio station because I'm going back home to Brooklyn, what I'm saying, for the weekend. But we'll definitely be back at it next Tuesday, same time, 8 o'clock to 10 p.m., episode 39. And we got a big episode coming up, October 9th. I don't know what exact episode that is. I believe it's probably going to be episode 40 or 41, October 9th. We're going to be on for 3 hours, a 3-hour special. We got an interview coming up a big interview coming up, and we got a big debate after that and a reaction. So it's gonna be a full 3 hour special. You don't want to miss that too. We got a Halloween special coming up in the same month. We got a lot. We got a Thanksgiving special in November. We got Mike's final episode. Yes, sadly, Mike will be leaving the show after before our second half season second half of the season start. You know, Mike will be out of here, so we're gonna have his finale show too coming up in December. So we got a lot of stuff to get into. And you know, at the end of the day, what we gonna do, we gonna keep it real. You feel me? We gonna keep it real. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what we do. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, so y'all can get all the latest updates from the realest people in sports radio. Two hosts, two personalities, one damn radio show. Mike and Lil keeping it real, giving you all the flavor and news and thoughts and reactions in sports and pop culture. Oh yeah, baby. It don't get any bigger than that. One love.